Very good evening, children. Welcome to Akshara Online Classes. This is Ghaffar sir, your physics faculty. Let's start our session. Before starting the session, give a confirmation about is my voice is clarity to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, actually you have an examination on Saturday based on the whatever we completed portion. Okay, actually we completed kinematics. In that kinematics, we completed about motion chapter. I'll say what are the topics we completed. The very first one is distance displacement. Next thing is,
Sir,
yeah, tell me.
your voice is low, sir.
Yeah, my voice is low, very low. Now is it okay? Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. So on Saturday we have a examination based on the motion chapter. So I will tell what are the topics we covered earlier. So very first one is distance and displacement. Better note down. One thing is distance, displacement. Next thing is speed, velocity, and next thing is acceleration and change in velocity. These are the topics we completed. Okay. Based on these topics, we will put a examination on Saturday. Okay. Prepare well. So you must write the examination. So I'll start our new chapter. Actually, till now we completed about foundation for IIT. Now I'll start our actual topic. The actual topic is belongs to dynamics. So you know what is mean by dynamics, even though I'll explain once again. So actually we are started at mechanics branch. This mechanics has 3 sub branches. Okay, one is kinematics, second one is dynamics, third one is statics. In that we completed this part. Okay, we completed foundation for this part. Why we are taught before this? Because these concepts are very useful for anywhere in physics. Okay, these motion concept are this kinematics also comes under motion chapter. So this motion chapter basics are very useful in coming classes, since we completed earlier these topics. Now our actual topic is dynamics. So what is this dynamics? What is this kinematics? Kinematics also study about motion of the object without having the force. Dynamics is also study about object but with cause of motion. Okay, which means that in dynamics branch we'll read cause of motion. In kinematics branch we cannot consider cause of motion. That is the basic difference. Got clarity? So but here in the dynamics branch we'll study mostly about force, how force is acting, what force will do, and what is that laws of motion. Those are nothing but Newton laws. These all we study in dynamics branch. Since our next concept is what? Dynamics branch. Dynamics concept. Shall I start the dynamics concept? Yeah, I'll start the dynamics concept.
Yes.
Better write down dynamics, meaning of the dynamics. So better write down dynamics. Study about the motion of the object. Study about motion of an object. Study about motion of an object with force. With force. Study about motion of an object with force said to be dynamics. Dynamics, which means that mainly we'll concentrate on force. Okay, force and Newton laws. Before starting the lesson, we'll study how the force concept are existed in the universe. How force concept is existed in the universe. Let's see now. So write down concept of force. Concept of force. Understand, this is a concept of force. So here, when you are talking about concept of force, we have to know one answer about one question. The question is, what is the question? We have a question actually. The scientist, before starting the concept of force, knowing the concept of force, the earlier scientist has one question. The earlier scientists have one question. The question is, what is a natural state of object? Natural state of an object. Understand? This is a question raised by the scientist. So, can you know what is the natural state of the object? Guess the answer. So, this is the question. Before raising the concept of force, before having the concept of force, the scientists have the question that what is the natural state of an object? Guess what is the answer? What is the natural state of the object? So when you keep any object as it is, in what state the object will come? Can you tell me the answer? So this is a question, what is the natural state of an object? So this question, not only myself, not only yourself, all the scientists before having the concept of force, this question raised by all the scientists. So the further question, can you guess what is the answer? The answer is, at the time, two scientists have given two answers. The very first answer is, the natural state of an object is rest. The natural state of an object is what? Rest. The second question, the second is uniform motion. Uniform motion. Natural state of an object is what? Rest. Other one is what? Uniform motion. Among the two, which one is correct? Actually, this rest concept is given by Aristotle. This uniform motion, this is uniform motion. The uniform motion concept is given by, this is rest Aristotle. Uniform motion given by Galileo. Actually, Galileo is a student of Aristotle. So the rest concept given by Aristotle, uniform motion given by Galileo. But among the two, which one is correct one? Which one is correct? Rest or uniform motion? Which is the natural state of an object? Uniform motion or rest? So, but here, our common sense tells that rest is a natural state of an object. Our common sense obviously tells that rest is a natural state of the object, because when you keep the object the same position, it will have a rest, it will get to rest. But whereas you look at the uniform motion, for that uniform motion we need to study our scientific experiments, scientific proofs. We require to know this to prove that uniform motion also natural state of the object. To prove that, we require some scientific evidence. What are the scientific evidence have given by the Galileo? Let us see now. Okay. So here Galileo have taken inclined planes. To prove that uniform motion is a natural state of the object, to prove that, Galileo have taken the scientific evidence, inclined planes. Here, first inclined plane is the V shape. So this is the inclined plane. It is a very smooth inclined plane. It is the first inclined plane, and he leave the object at here. And actually, it is a track. Okay, it is a track. He leave the object here. When he leave the object here, the object traveling along this direction and will reach to exactly the same height, other direction, because it is a very smooth surface. This track is a very smooth, so that object is sliding along this track and reach the same height. To raise the same height, the object traveled this much height. Am I right? To raise the same height, the object traveled this much height. And same way, one more inclined plane have taken, but the inclination is somewhat slant. This is the way somewhat slant inclined plane. Second thing, second time have taken. When it taken second time, again this is also very smooth. Again he will leave the object. When he leave the object, it will follow the same path along this track and reach the same height at this position. Okay. But in this situation, the object traveled more distance comparatively before one. To raise the same height, the object traveled more height comparatively before one. And similar way, again he did one more. The Galileo taken one more inclined plane. The inclined plane is like this. This kind of inclined plane the Galileo have taken. And again he leave the object here. When he leave the object here, it will follow this track. So this is the way continuously starts moving. But to raise the same height, how much distance it is traveled? In this case, how much distance this object will travel to raise the same height? In this case, the distance traveled by the object to raise this height is this much height, this much distance it traveled. In this case, to raise this same height, this much distance traveled. But in this case, to raise the same height, how much distance it travel? It will travel infinite distance, which means that it will continues to be in what state? Continues to be motion state. That motion state is called uniform motion. So it lifetime to raise the same height, the object will go lifetime period. So means lifetime the object would be what kind of motion? Uniform motion. So finally, what is the conclusion? It is moving lifetime until unless anything to stop, anything is reason for stop. Until that situation, the object will move, continuously be move. Which means finally we conclude that object have what kind of state here? Uniform motion. This is the way the scientific evidence given by the Galileo to prove that uniform motion is also one of the natural state of the object. So finally, this is also correct. Galileo theory also correct. Even Aristotle theory also correct. According to Aristotle, rest is a natural state. According to Galileo, uniform motion is a natural state. And Galileo have given a scientific proof also. But among the two, which is correct? So this, which is correct, to know that Newton is given his theories. Newton have concluded, Newton given the questions, Newton given the common concepts for which is natural state of the object. Finally, Newton have given this rest and uniform motion, both are natural state of the object. Finally concluded that Newton have concluded that rest and uniform motion both are natural state of the object. So this is what completed. This is the thing happened. So finally, so what is the natural state of the object? Finally, Newton given the thing, rest and uniform motion are the natural state of the object. So better write down. So finally, what are the natural state of the objects here? The natural state of the object, natural state of an object, rest or uniform motion, which means any object, moving object, always continues to be in what state? In motion only. Okay. Next, the rest object continues to be in what state of position? Yeah, rest and motion are natural state of the object. So rest and motion, uniform motion are the natural state of the object. Yeah, you are right. You are right, Sandeep. So finally, Newton have given rest and uniform motion of the natural state of the object. But to overcome this natural state, what's supposed to use? To overcome this natural state, what's supposed to do? What we need to apply to overcome this natural state? Object is at rest position. This is the natural state. To overcome that rest natural state, Sir, can we define uniform motion? Yeah, uniform motion means constant velocity. Object having constant speed or constant velocity in one direction. That is said to be uniform motion. Velocity is not gaining, not decreasing. So in this case, when you leave the object continuously will move in what velocity? Same velocity lifetime. Since we can conclude that uniform motion is one of the natural state of the object. Clear? Okay. Thank you very much. Now the thing is, to overcome this natural state, what we need to apply? If the object is at rest position, for example, this object is at rest position. When the object is at rest position, the object has what kind of natural state? A rest natural state. To overcome this, what we need to apply, which means we need to keep it into motion. What we need to apply on this body? We have to. Can you tell me what we need to apply on this body to keep this object into motion? We need to apply some external force. Okay, some external agent we need to apply. That external agent also called force. Similar way, object is in uniform motion, means object moving with continuously some velocity, uniformly moving with some velocity. To stop the body, what we need to apply? Even though to stop the body, we need to apply force. Some exterior force. You are right. To change the rest position, to change the uniform motion position, what we need to apply? In two cases, we need to apply force. That way, the concept of force is existed. Okay, because of one question, the concept of force is existed. What is that question? What is the natural state of the object? The natural state of the object is rest and uniform motion. To change any body natural state, we have to apply external agent. The external agent is nothing but force. That way we have the force concept. Actually, this total thing explained by Newton. Okay, the total thing explained by Newton. So where actually we have 3 Newton laws. In which Newton law this thing is explained? In which Newton's law this thing is explained? That is nothing but Newton's first law. Better write down Newton's first law. Newton's first law. In Newton's first law, the Newton scientists explained about natural state of the object. According to Newton's first law, what is the statement of Newton's first law? Better write down. The object cannot change. The object cannot change its natural state. The object cannot change its natural state until unless an external force is acting on the body. An external force acting on the body. So this is what the Newton first law. The object cannot change its natural state unless an external force acting on the body, which means the object is at rest position. It continues to be in what state? It continues to be rest position until a force acting on the body. Even though object is in motion, up to what time the object is continuously in motion? Up to force acting on the body, the object continues to be in a uniform motion. So that way, the Newton first law is given. But indirectly, the Newton first law is giving one more concept, that is nothing but inertia. Better write down inertia. What is mean by inertia? Inertia is nothing but it is a inability of a body. It is a inability of a body. Inability of a of a body to not to change to not to change from natural state of the object, to not to change from natural state of object. Understand? So it is a inability of a body to not to change its natural state of the body, which means, for example, I am taking this duster is a mass. Is the mass will change itself? Is the mass come to motion itself? The mass cannot come to motion itself, which means the body has an inability. The duster cannot come to its motion, so duster having inability. The inability also called what? Inertia. Similar way, object is in motion. Already the object is in motion. When the object is in motion, will it is come rest position itself without application of force? Will it is comes its rest position? It will not come. Since this is also having inability to not to change the motion itself. So, since that, what is mean by inertia? The property is called what? Inertia. It's a property or it's a inability of a body to not to change from its natural state is called inertia. Here, how many natural states we have? We have two natural states. Since we have two inertias, we have two natural states. Since we have two inertias, better write down first inertia of rest. First one is what? Inertia of rest. Inertia of rest. What is this inertia of rest? Inertia of rest is nothing but it is also inability of a body to not to change from rest position. The inability of a body, inability of a body to not change from rest, to not change from rest. So this is the inability of a body to not change from rest. Here about inertia of rest we have many examples in our daily life. About inertia of rest we have many examples in our daily life. The first example is, I'll say, the first example is passengers and bus. The first example is what? Passenger and bus. For example, bus, we have a bus. Inside the bus, passengers are also present, and bus starts suddenly. The bus starts suddenly. When bus starts suddenly, in which direction the passengers will move? Backward or forward? All of suddenly, the bus started from the rest position. Can you tell me in which direction the passengers will move? Forward direction or backward direction? This is a best example. Tell me in which direction the passenger will move? Forward direction or backward direction? When bus starts suddenly? Tell me that. Forward direction. Or else, one more question I'll ask. Suddenly, we are riding the bicycle. Actually, initially the bike is at rest position. Suddenly you started the bike. Now you feel moving which direction? Backward direction or forward direction? Backward. Similar way, when bus starts suddenly, the passengers also move backward direction. Can you give me the reasons why the passengers move backward direction? Can you give me the reasons why the passengers move backward direction? Because that is inertia of rest. The passengers have inertia of rest. How can you say the passengers have inertia of rest? I will explain it clearly. Initially, bus and the passenger are rest position. Initially, bus and passengers are rest position. All of suddenly, you applied force on the bus since the bus have changed its natural state. But we have not applied any force on the passengers. So passengers continuous be in what state? The continuous to be rest state. Understand? So that the passengers move, they are at what state? Bus will move forward direction, but the passengers are continuous to be in what state? Rest state, since they appears to be moved backward direction. So this is because of what? Inertia of rest. Not only this, one more we have. You know carom board? This is a carom board. Let me take this is a carom board. Or else I'll take a glass tumbler. This is a glass tumbler. On this glass tumbler we have a cardboard. On this cardboard I am placing a 5 rupees coin. Okay, 5 rupees coin I have placed. All of suddenly, if you pull this cardboard, in which direction the 5 rupees coin will fall?
Downwards.
Downward direction. It will fall into the glass, correct? Why it will fall into the glass? Why not it is coming with cardboard? This is also because of inertia of rest. How can you say that it is a inertia of rest? How can you say it is a inertia of rest? Look at here, I'll explain clearly. Initially, this 5 rupees coin and this cardboard and this glass tumbler are at what state? Can you tell? Rest. But you applied force on which? We applied force on cardboard. So when you apply force on cardboard, then whose state will change? Cardboards or coins or glass tumbler? Card. Why? Because we are applied force on cardboard. Only cardboard. So that the cardboard natural state will change. Initially, what is the natural state? It has rest. But when you are applying the force, it is comes into motion. But we did not apply any force on this coin as well as glass tumbler. So the glass tumbler and the coin are continues to be in what state? Rest only. But in downward direction, one force will pull the coin. What is the force? Can you guess? What force will it pull? Very good. So the coin will fall downward direction. So this is also because of what? Inertia of rest. So that way we can give the some example. Not only this, have you played anyway the caroms? The caroms. Caroms has coins. This is the way we have arranged the coins. Am I right? That is called actually stack.
Yes.
Now, when you play with striker, if you with greater force, if you strike the striker to the stag, then what happens? The final coin will come out of the stag. Am I right?
Yes.
What about remaining coins? Remaining coins will the remaining coin will move downward direction as it is. They will not fall. Am I right? They will not get down. Why they will not get down? This is also because of.
Only last one, sir.
Very good. We have applied by using the striker. We have applied force on the last coin. So the last coin natural state will change. The remaining coins will not change its natural state. So that as it is, they will get down. So that is because of inertia of rest. Okay, these are the best examples for inertia of rest. Okay, you can write this glass tumbler, you can write carom board, you can write even passengers. The 3 examples I have given, so better take the 3 examples. And next, what is one more inertia type?
Sir?
What is one more inertia type?
Inertia of motion, sir.
Very good. Inertia of motion. So can you tell me a definition of inertia of motion? This is also inability of a body. The inability of a body.
Of change from.
Then inability of a body to not change from which state?
Motion.
What kind of motion?
Uniform motion.
Very good, uniform motion. To not to change from uniform motion. This is also inability of a body. which means the body cannot comes to rest position itself when it is in motion. For example, this duster is moving in a forward direction with velocity v. If this duster comes to its rest position by itself without application of the force, it will not come. Since this duster having what kind of inertia? Inertia of motion. What are the daily life example about this inertia of motion? Can I say daily life example? Same passengers and bus situation. Already bus is moving with some velocity v, but all of suddenly the driver applied the brakes to the bus. All of suddenly the driver applied the brakes. When all of suddenly the driver applied the brakes, what about the passengers? Will they move forward direction or backward direction?
Forward, sir.
Why they will move forward direction? I want reasons. The reason is, I'll tell clearly. Initially, when they are in motion, what kind of state they are having?
Wrists.
They are in motion. When they are in motion, what kind of state bus and the passenger having? Motion state, isn't it? But all of suddenly you applied force on where? By using the brakes. You applied brakes by using brakes. You applied force on the bus, but you did not apply any force to the passengers. Since passenger continue what state? Motion state. The passenger will continue what state? Motion state. Since due to the motion state, they feel move forward direction. So that is the reason, because of what? Inertia of motion, they will move forward direction. Not only this, you know who got gold medal in Olympics? You know that?
Yes, sir.
Who is that?
Neeraj Chopra.
Very good. Neeraj Chopra got gold medal in the Olympics. Beijing Olympics or Tokyo Olympics. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But when he throwing the javelin, all of suddenly he thrown the javelin, or else he coming from long distance and thrown the javelin. What way he?
Long distance and throw the javelin.
Why he is coming from long distance? What is the reason behind? Yeah, tell me.
Because he will throw more distance if he run away from.
Yeah, very good, exactly. But here, which concept is helping? Which concept is involved to throw more distance? All of sudden, if you throw, it will go lesser distance. Am I right? But when you coming from long distance and throw the javelin throw, it will go greater distance, because when he in the motion, inertia of motion also help to move further distance. So that is the reason the athlete will come from long distance to help this inertia to move the greater distance. Not only the Neeraj Chopra, even some athletes who is doing the long jump, they are also coming from long distance and perform the long jump, because here also when we come from long distance, he gained that inertia. Due to that inertia, he'll jump more distance than previously. So that is the reason the long jumpers, the javelin throwers, all will use the concept of what? Inertia of motion in our daily life. So that way I can give not only this, can I say one more? The horse rider. The horse is, the horse rider riding the horse. All of suddenly, if the horse comes to rest, what going to be happen? The rider will move, he'll jump from the horse. Am I right? Why this is happened? Because initially the horse rider as well as the rider, horse and rider are in motion. All of suddenly the horse got stopped, but we are not applied any force on the what? We are not applied any force on the rider, so the rider will move forward direction. This is also because of what? Inertia of motion. So this is a way we can give some examples related to inertia of motion. And finally, this inertia is explained in what? In which Newton's law? Newton first law, Newton second law, Newton third law. In which law? Yeah, very good. Newton first law. Can you tell me Newton first law will explain about what? The Newton first law will explain about what? Natural state. Very good. The rest and motion. But what are the rest and motion? Natural state of an object. Not only this, not only the natural state of the object, even it will explain about what? Inertia. Inertia. How many inertia we have? Inertia of rest, inertia of motion. These two also is explained by whom? Is explained by whom? Is explained by Newton first law. Not only that, in Newton first law we have concept of force. Through the Newton's first law we got concept of force. Just we got the concept of force. We did not explain, we did not derive the formula for force. Just we have an idea about force through Newton first law. So these three things happen with that Newton first law. Okay. So final more question. What is the measure of inertia? What is the measure of inertia? I'll give one example. From that example, you can say what is the measure of inertia. Can I take out this? I'll take out this. So here I am having two objects. One is small object, means small mass we have. It is on a smooth surface. One more is a bigger object. Bigger object have bigger mass. Small object have small mass. These two are at rest position. These two are at rest position. When these two are at rest position, what's natural state they're having? Huh?
Rest.
Yeah, very good. Rest we have. And what kind of inertia they're having?
Inertia of rest.
Very good. Now to overcome this inertia of rest, what we need to apply? What we force. But here among the two, which body required more force?
Big force.
Big mass. The big mass required more force, which means to overcome the inertia we required more force. Where we are applying the more force, the body has more mass kada. When more mass we have, obviously it have more inertia or not? Yes or no? When the body is more mass, when the body has more mass, obviously we need to apply more force. Where we are applying more force, it has more inertia. So indirectly, the mass is a measure of inertia. Simply, what is the inertia? Mass. So, mass is a measure of what? Measure of inertia. So this is the way we can explain the about Newton first law. So the examples are very important, even though this one is also very important. Mass is a measure of inertia. From Newton first law, what conclusion we make? The first conclusion is what? Object possesses how many natural state? Two natural state. What are that? Uniform motion and rest. And it is explaining about inertia. How many types of inertia we have? We have two types: inertia of rest, inertia of motion. And also it is giving explanation about what? Giving concept of what? Force. And the thing is, final one is what? Final one is what? Mass is a measure of inertia. I'll give one more question. Okay, we have a heavy lorry, and we have a heavy lorry, and we have a car. Among the heavy lorry car, car is moving with let me take car is moving with 60 kilometer per hour. Even lorry also moving with 60 kilometer per hour, moving already in motion. I mean, now I am stopping the car and lorry with my hand. Is it possible?
No, sir.
But imagine I am stopping the car like Balakrishna. When you're stopping the car and lorry, like Balakrishna, where we need to apply more force to stop?
Lorry, sir.
Why?
Because it contains more mass.
Very good. When more mass it has, lorry has more inertia. Kada? Can you tell me what type of inertia the lorry has?
Inertia of motion.
Very good. Because they are in motion, the two are having inertia of motion. So since among the two, we need to apply more force to stop to the lorry comparatively the car. This is the way I can give some example for what? Inertia. So this is what today's concept about Newton's first law. Understand? So is there any questions, children? Yeah. So read about this one. Tomorrow in next class I'll explain about Newton's second law. Okay na?
Okay, sir.
Newton's second law and formula for force, types of forces will explain in coming classes. But before coming class, we have exam on Saturday. Once again, I'm reminding you, we have exam on Saturday. Okay?
Sir, which concept for the exam will conduct?
Yeah, I'll conduct a concept of what? Distance displacement, speed velocity, acceleration, and first law of equation, first equation of motion. Based on that, I'll conduct examination. Is it clear, boys? Yeah. Thank you very much for today. I will stop the session. Bye.
And